spaced on the floor, and you knock down threes. Richard Jefferson's going to shoot long twos. McDyess will shoot long twos.
Duncan into front. Tim Duncan has 14 points. Nash is bleeding. Yep, we've seen this before.
Like that hit over his eye. Looks like it's bleeding pretty good. They're going to probably have to stitch that up. And I can just hear the people in Phoenix, go, oh no, here we go again. This everything that can go wrong. We're up 7. Let's see what happens here as Nash steps in. Ooh, right there, the elbow catches him inadvertently, and Duncan with a concentration kisses it off the glass.
This Phoenix team, Doug, is so different than the past Phoenix playoff team. Steve's going to go get some stitches in the locker room. Defensively, Phoenix is better. But if you go back in time, you're going to see, well, we've had some blood drawn before.
And they couldn't get it stopped, and actually the Spurs won game 1. The Suns had the home court advantage, went on to win that series.
Led on with 1:29 to play in the third. Dragic picked it up. Third on him. Nash, who lays down on his back because of a chronic back problem anyway, is icing down that eye.
Well, not to make light of that, but that's what you do at halftime when you go in there to get ready for the second half with me. Ice your headache.
You know what? I'm going to say something. I hope I have many more headaches just like I've had for the last 7 years, my friend. Final 4 seconds. Over Dragic. Big hit for him. Doug, we've got a 1-point game with the Spurs facing elimination. Going to the fourth quarter, the table could not be set any more dramatically.
Well, how effective is Steve Nash going to be in this fourth period? They're going to need him to close out this series.
Tony Parker will now face Nash, who is back out on the floor, Doug, after getting 6 stitches above his eye as we start the fourth quarter. It's the second. As we told you just seconds ago, Nash had his 6 stitches above his eye on an inadvertent whistle, an elbow thrown by Duncan, and drew the blood, which has been part of the history of this series. One which has seen the Phoenix Suns, Doug, lose 4 consecutive series over the years to the San Antonio Spurs.
That's
Banu for the lead. Banu. Rebound by Barbosa. Banu, we told you before, 12 points, a career high, a 3 by Nash. Good! Steve Nash with his first field goal since 1 minute left in the first half. Barbosa picks up his third for the Suns.
I'll tell you, who used to be the king of this shot right here was Larry Bird. He would come down on the break, he would get you backpedaling, and those were daggers he would throw at you. You know, you'd be up, the Celtics would be up about 9 or 11. He'd feel you on your heels. And those big shots like that, that was a huge shot for Steve Nash. His team has been reeling, and he has not been able to get in rhythm since he came back from getting his eyes stitched up. That's 5 assists, but can he put his fingerprints on the end of this game? Because to me, if he can do that, they have a great chance to win.
Nash. Fouled, count it. Nash inside. Parker picks up the foul, number 2. You can see Tony hounding him the entire way, and then Steve working inside and getting that close shot, which he has such a great feel for. Now Nash tonight, 15 points. This is his first free throw. Nash has 6 in the quarter, Coach.
Him off the drive all day long. There's that running one-footer again by Steve Nash that he hit early in the game. But Parker, you've got to make him shoot a jump shot with that shoulder. Everything is in the lane.
Parker, Jefferson, approaching 7 to play in the fourth, an elimination game. Parker into Nash. The dive. And the rebound by the Phoenix Suns, who are being rebounded by 6. Spurs plus 6 in rebound.
Well, the Suns are leading this game, shooting under 45%. They won game 2 the same way. They would have never been able to win a game like that earlier. Here's Steve Nash once again getting inside, and this guy is trying to will his team to victory. His eye is swollen shut. We talk about the heart of a champion. He may not have an NBA championship, but this is a guy right here. Look at this. The most playoff games without reaching the NBA Finals. Number one is Steve Nash. He's a few minutes away from getting to the conference finals, but he wants to taste more. There he is, 6 stitches in his eye, the floater over Duncan, and a 5-point lead.
Nash 7-13. Here is Dudley. He's been terrific off the bench. 5 of 6, 13 points for Jared Dudley. With the shot clock down to 7. Screen by Nash. Stoudemire hits the shot with the point guard setting the pick.
That's that little dribble handoff they like to do. Normally you see it down the line. Thought it had. And Blair with one of those 50-50 balls he comes up with, and he finds Bonner.
Under 5 to play here in this fourth quarter. Nash caught a Duncan elbow in the eye, 6 stitches, another screen and a drop off, and again they do the same play. And Stoudemire now has put in 25, and Nash, Doug, with his 6th assist. We could spend an entire show talking about ways to defend a screen and roll.
And that's that little handoff that we talked about. Normally that's in the lane, and the last time it's a little screen roll, and Steve just sort of drives in and drops the ball off again. So Dwan Blair trying to basket in that deciding game, about 12 rebounds, shut out Andre Miller, helped on Brandon Roy, blocked about 3 shots, and helped his team get to this round.
It's Nash into Hill, off to Dudley, count it! Another great pass by Nash. Count the 2, Dudley. Fighting inside, 15 points, and again Nash with one-eye shot. Gets another assist. Hill picks up his 3rd for San Antonio.
I think Greg Popovich was saying that when Jared Dudley caught that ball, he was in the lower box area, so the secondary finger can take that foul and be in the restricted area. We saw that in the game the other night when it was overturned. But Greg is not going to get that call, so this could be a 3-point play. That's a big play.
Nash, Doug, in this fourth quarter, 8 points and 3 assists.
Well, he's fresh. He missed that time in the third quarter. Might not be able to see, but he's got energy.
This is Jefferson. Got Richardson off his feet. And Jefferson tonight shooting 4 of 8.
They're going to make Jefferson make jump shots. That's their whole game plan. That's why I said a couple times when they closed down on him, they allowed him to drive it to lay it in. Alvin Gentry was not happy with his team.
Nash doubled. Stoudemire gets another pick and roll right there.
How about I said it's going to be pick and roll in the fourth quarter. Alvin Gentry.
Nash with 18. Bonner and Parker on him. Shot clock at 5. Dudley into Bonner. Snapping it outside. Richardson on 3. Right between the eyes. He gets it. Oh, that may be the dagger. Hill and Nash and George Hill makes it a 6-point game. Richardson.
Stay out of the trapping areas. Stay out of those corners. Another turnover.
Another deflection. Up ahead to Parker. Oh! 4-point game.
They are not going easy.
Nash, Stoudemire, and he sails in with another pick and roll. Coach, and what they've got ahead of them with less than a minute to play.
Well, they need a field goal quickly is what they need. They're going to run Ginobili out here to try to get a 3, and the Suns did a nice job switching it.
And then Parker puts up a floater on the front.
Here's where you got to maintain your spacing, though. Look how the Suns have so many guys down here close to the ball.
Hill, Richardson, back to Nash, a terrific free throw shooter. Nash down the pipe, wide open lane, and Steve Nash has got 20 but half of those points have come in the all-important fourth quarter for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, normally he rests the first 6 minutes of the fourth period, but with the eye injury, tonight he's played the entire fourth quarter, so that little rest has enabled him to finish strong. It's been the two-man game of Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire, and it looks like the Suns are moving to the next round.